So when your sequences are in a string set, you sometimes need to get one specific sequence out of that string set. How can you do this? Well, you can use the square brackets on a string set. You can both use the single square brackets and the double square brackets. What is the difference? Well, when I use the single square brackets and I ask for the first string in the string set, he will retrieve the first string, but still as a DNA string set. So it's still a string set with only one string, but still a string set. When I retrieve using the double square brackets, he retrieves the string as a DNA string and no longer as a DNA string set. That's the difference between the single and the double square brackets. Many functions that I have shown previously on the DNA string set will also work on the individual DNA strings. You also have a few additional functions that specifically work on the DNA strings. For instance, length will show you how many bases the sequence contains. So it's an equivalent for width. Width will work on the DNA string set. Length will only work on DNA strings. When you do it on a string set, it will simply give you the number of sequences in that set. If you want to retrieve individual bases from a DNA string, you use the square brackets again. So the first part here will retrieve the first sequence from my set as a DNA string, and this second part will retrieve the second base of that DNA string. So when I run this, I get the second base here in the first string in my DNA set.